Make a U-turn. In 1,000 feet, slide left, take the next left, sharp left, turn right on, continue on, in a quarter mile, at the light, in 600 feet, turn right on.
You have reached your destination.
Yup. Well, now that I've got that puppy welded in, it's time to look at some of the other mechanical things here, i.e. the brakes. So this is the left front, and I want to point out something about these frames, and this one especially. When I had this thing jacked up, I had the wheel just over the lip of the roller skate, and you can see that the rear one is just about there too. So that gives you an indication of how stiff and stout these frames are when they're in decent shape. So, hell yeah. So back to this. Spoke with the prior owner, hey JP, and kind of got an idea of whether he had replaced anything. He wasn't sure if it had been upgraded, changed, or whatnot prior to him. And it looks like it has been. I mean, I'm looking at the spring. Maybe I should get a light. Hang on a sec. Okay, there's the light. Looking at the backing plate, it looks like it's new and unused. Certainly looking at these springs, those are definitely in superb condition. This wheel cylinder, brake cylinder, whatever, and that one look like they are in superb condition. And let me see if I can get that better. There we go. The center looks like it's in superb condition. I do believe, and I'll check all four corners here. Oh yeah, brake pads, brake shoes, look like they're brand new. I got a hell of a deal on this car, JP. You really hooked me up. Take a look at the drum. The drum, I think, is going to need to be turned. And I say this, I can move this, because of that, right there. Got a little bit of rust there, so I could take some sandpaper and get the rust out, but I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'm going to take this off to somebody to get it machined out, I think. So I'll make some phone calls and see if I can get that going, but you can see that I was worried about having to replace all this stuff, which is, you know, it's not tough. You know, you take the springs off, anti-chatter springs, take the shoes out, and that's it. Shoes, pads, whatever. Yeah. And, you know, replacement of the brake cylinders is awfully easy. It's a 30-minute job, maybe, per each side, if that. Yeah. So I'm going to put this back together and make some phone calls about getting these drums turned. And I'll just check out the other ones. Well, I'm going to check all four of them just to be sure. Here is the left rear one. And again, I don't see any issue. There's the ratchet. What do you recall that thing? Springs are dusty, but they look new. The brake pads, you can tell for a fact, are new. Oh. Well, there's my first time I've ever moved the rear end. So that's, I don't know why I thought I don't know, limited slip, I guess not. But anyhow, again, backing plate is fresh and new. Anti-chatter spring, I didn't have them on the back one, on the front ones, are new. So I think I'm pretty good on this one too. Very happy about this. Oh, and might have these turned just in case. This one doesn't look too bad though. It's in pretty good shape. Yeah, I think it's in pretty good shape. Hell yeah. Right on. Here's the right rear one. Again, I'm looking at Good pads, shoes, whatever. Anti-chatter spring looks good. And again, the other side, I've got the both wheels up, so hell yeah, little MG. That one looks good, and of course the shoes are unused. I am unconcerned about this drum. Again, I'll probably get it turned, and I realized that turning this rear one also turns my drive shaft. So I didn't know if I had limited slip or not, or one drive wheel or not. Should have known better, but oh well. And the right front, also in good condition, with new shoes. And that's new. This is new. Springs are good. Drum, I'm going to have turned anyway. It's in good condition. Probably doesn't need it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So that saves me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I bought $500 so far in just these suckers, and I have no idea what the pads are. Shoes, rather. I'm pretty happy about that. Very happy about that. And this is done. This actually took me a couple of hours. I had to go really slow and really deliberately, so hopefully I've done a good job. Hopefully. Yep, so I'll show you the stuff I've used. Here it is. There it is. Here's some leftover. There's some more leftover. Here are the ties. There are more ties, and so forth. So I am. Oops. Let's see what's next. I think I'm going to put here's the MGA. Cutting it, the MGA windshield wiper motor, and I got one for the MGB here. I need to change out some guts so that they work together. Oh, be darned. I need to re-gutsify that thing with the MGA stuff so it works correctly, but I've got a 2-speed wiper motor in that thing, so I'll do that probably tomorrow. That's it for now. So I'm about to start putting stuff into the engine bay, the partial shelf here. I'm speaking toward the let's see, the voltage regulator dummy cell, plus the flasher relay and the flasher itself, and a couple of other things. And realized I never did any polishing or whatnot of this engine bay. So you can see nice looking, pretty decent looking paint job here, and then kind of flat here. So I'm going to remove the bolts here. I just had those in there for to hold up the body. God dang it, the soundproofing. There we go. To hold it in before it fell down again, and that's it. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this. This is probably 30 minutes ish of work. I've swept out a lot of the dust, but I'm going to get some Windex and some other stuff and clean it out so there's no unnecessary dust in there, which would cause streaks and cuts and so forth. You might, let's see, there. See that? Those are tiny scratches. So once I put the car back together, a little bit of dust there too. Once I get everything all back together, I'm going to rebuff all of this to get rid of scratches and so forth. So here we go. That's done. There are some parts I couldn't get into because of the close quarters areas that you're not going to see, but got it all done, all finished. I couldn't get into that, nor that. You can kind of see where I didn't do well up in there either, so I might have to come back with a smaller something to do that. But I'm done. Let's see, what's next? Well, yeah, now I can start hanging stuff on the on that rear wall. Okay, today's a wonderful day. I've got the body back on, obviously. All the work I've done for frames and cork pads and drilling out holes and chasing after threads has come to fruition. There's Greg.
Fatso's here again.
Greg.
Hi everybody.
He just got married, and so I
did.
was concerned about scratching his hands. My girlfriend. Anyway, so he's gonna help me do the honors with disassembling this this piece, and we're probably gonna have a bonfire with the smaller pieces.
I think we should have a bonfire the way it is right now.
Oh no! I'm gonna keep the longer pieces.